Are you one of those people that struggle doing their hair? Maybe you have a curling iron, you're trying to put curls in your hair, and you just have a really hard time holding that iron and curling your hair and getting the right look that you're looking for, trying to emulate something on a magazine or something you've seen on Instagram or TikTok. Well, if you haven't already seen my videos, we've been selling this amazing new tool called the Gama Uniq Multistyler. I'll tell you how popular this thing has been. I just found out that our company has only had them for a couple of weeks and we've sold several hundred of them already. And we've sold out on Friday, and hopefully we got more coming in tomorrow. I'm telling you, this is an amazing Christmas gift idea. If you're a consumer and you struggle doing your hair and you're looking for a great gift idea, either for yourself or somebody else, you need to take a look at this, because when you look at what Amazon is selling for the Dyson Airwrap or whatever they call that tool, I think it's like $700 or $800, maybe $600, right around that range. I've seen it between $600 and $700. So it's quite a bit more than this particular one. And if you haven't already seen this one, I'm gonna share my screen. I don't know if you've seen this one. I'm not gonna play the sound. As you can see, she's trying to dry her hair, so it's got a dryer function, and then that is the coolest part of it, is actually the air wrap. So it's just air that actually blows around that barrel and just grabs that hair virtually and just wraps it around, and you can see the beautiful curls that it's creating. Now it's showing you short clips, but I'm telling you, I've seen it in person, and I've got clients that have been using this, and they love how quickly and easily it works. Not only can you do that, here it is in action. So this is one of the options, is the hot air brush, and now they're putting on the curl wand, so you can see it again on somebody else on how easy it is. You just want to make sure that you hold it out at the end of the hair and just let it grab the hair and just move it toward your scalp. And depending on how tight of a curl you want is how long you're going to leave it in place. But look at that beautiful style that they created from it. So here is the video again. I just wanted to show you that's the dryer function, so you can use it to dry your hair, and it works really, really well. It's very, very quick. Then you take that piece off and you install the just from the click of a switch. You just pull these pieces off and put them on, lock them in place. And there's actually two barrels. One barrel makes the hair go counterclockwise, and then the other one goes clockwise. But this thing is just so simple, easy to do. So this is Shannon. She's one of my customers that is the first one to buy this. So
It's pretty easy.
Now, why did you buy this?
Because I like the Dyson Airwrap one, but this one's like half the price and it's just as good.
Actually, less than half the price. How heavy is it?
Not heavy at all.
Super, super lightweight.
And it's easy to switch.
When you first start using it, it's going to take you a little bit to get the hang of it, because you got to figure out which way that barrel.
All right, just put the barrel up to your hair and let it do the work.
I think it's this one. There we go.
And so you can see it's actually grabbing it clockwise.
And you just leave it
other
still.
barrel will make it go.
There you go.
You can also change the direction just by flipping it upside down and doing it that way, which is actually a suggestion.
That's so cool how it just wraps around all by itself.
And I hit the cool shot too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What does that, lock it in?
Yes.
Yeah, be careful not to grab that barrel.
Yeah,
That's the only
the
downside.
important thing. That's why you have the cool tip.
Did you unlock it?
I did.
If you unlock it, it should just come right off. Okay, so this one wraps counterclockwise.
You see there's a little
Clockwise, and that one's
little
counterclockwise.
arrow there that gives the direction of rotation. See how easy that just grab the hair? You just want to make sure you also don't grab too much, too big of a bundle of hair. You want to start with smaller strands. Just a small section of hair.
It's really easy.
It looks it.
And it actually holds like the curl really well.
You've done it better than anybody that I've seen do it so far. Most of the people are trying to wrap it with their hands.
Yeah.
And then when they get it, they try to rotate the barrel like a good traditional iron.
That's the nice part about this is you don't have to wrap the barrel.
Right.
So many people struggle with curving.
Right. So anybody can basically do it, right?
Yeah. But it's just so much easier.
All right, so how about the brush? When would you use the brush?
When the hair is probably good 70 to 80% dry, and then I would use it to finish it out to give it a little more volume.
So being that barrel is kind of like concave, what would you say is the purpose of that?
Like getting up in there to
And
get
give you a bigger or a tighter
volume.
bend?
Yeah.
Grabs the hair?
Smooth it as well.
So you can really smooth the hair very, very, very quickly and easily with this hot air brush. Usually use a straight lift like this.
What if you lifted it? What if you kept it right at the front? Because you kind of gave me an idea. If you lifted it up at the front and just moved the barrel to where it like the bend was really trying to give you like a root lift, it might even be better with the sprayer or something.
Okay, well, you got the gist of that. Okay, this is Sandra. Now, Sandra, her question was, let me see if I make sure I'm in this thing. Yeah, Sandra was having issues with the fact that it didn't come with any attachments. Like it didn't have a concentrator nozzle, a diffuser. So she wanted to try it on this client, and this client of hers is, she's got difficult hair, hard to smooth, tend to be, a little bit harder to smooth and get shiny. So she used this dryer just by itself with that brush, and she was getting some really nice shiny results, as you can see there.
So you're okay without having the nozzle?
Let's see. This is her end result.
That's with no nozzle.
So you can see how shiny it is.
It's super hard to blow dry. With that nozzle, you would never wait until the pieces out.
And then the other day, I had one of my other clients. She wasn't really interested in this thing, but then she started playing with it. Let's see. This is my customer, Mi Young. I've known her for over 30 years.
You don't have to turn it. You just hold it in place, or you can actually move it away from your face and back in to create a different effect.
Needless to say, she ended up buying it that day. One thing, if you notice, is that being a hairdresser, you're used to twirling your curling irons, especially if you're using a spring or a Marcel. And notice that's what she's doing with this one, but you really don't need to do anything. You just need to just hold it still, because the tool does all the work without having to turn it.
Remember, you don't need to turn it.
Don't have it, man.
I know it is. It does all the turning itself.
So this is Barbara, one of her co-workers.
The other direction.
I don't know what kind of spin that was.
So you got to take a section and start at the tip and just let it wrap.
I don't think this is quite for short hair. Well, my hair's not really short. Well, I would say short, but
see,
it's not long hair.
There you go. Just take smaller sections and start at the end and just move it toward the head. And I tell people, if you want more of a curl, just keep it in place.
So do you use this just on dry hair?
You can use it on, well, probably dry hair would be more effective, and especially if you're using, some kind of a style product, like style on steroids, for instance, so you can actually lock in the hold. But it has a cool shot. But
now that we're about a week or so before Thanksgiving, y'all need to know that now is the time to really start stocking up on your holiday promotions and things that you're going to sell. And also, if you're a consumer, now's the time to be starting to take advantage of some of the hot specials that are going on right now. Because if you've noticed that there's so many companies out there that are doing pre-Black Friday sales. And considering that the fact that we don't really stay open on Black Friday, we're doing all of our promotions and trying to get salons to get what they need now. Like, now is the time. It's the week before Thanksgiving week. All of our holiday promotions are going to start selling out very, very quickly. They're already starting to get low. We've already sold several hundred of these multi-styler tools, and we're going to be getting more in. So, no worries on that. But now's the time to really get these in your clients' hands, because they're looking for gift ideas, and it may be coming from you. And should it come from you instead of somewhere else like Amazon or whatever? And to the best of my knowledge, this is not available yet on Amazon. So now's the time to take advantage of this as a hairdresser, stylist, and, offer it to your customers. So having said all of this, I've got something amazing to show you that's coming. And this was actually supposed to have arrived with this tool when we first launched this one. His name is Martin Cartier. He's got 26,000 followers, not a ton, but he's on Team Paula Abdul. I don't know what that means. He's apparently a big deal. He does a lot of celebrity type events. But anyway, he's been promoting this particular product. And I wanted to play this video here because...
What's up, guys? So yesterday I had the honor of being with Modern Salon, Gama Italy, in New York City, revealing the most extraordinary invention that has hit the salon industry in so long. We were so excited to present to you this blow dryer. So you may be looking, saying it's so small, which people have said to me. And then I tell them it has 92,000 RPM. This little dryer, 92,000 RPM. And it's not made in China. It is made in Italy. It is not for sale yet. It will be for sale in just a couple weeks. What's up, Joe? But this dryer is a game changer for our industry. For those of you that know me, I've been selling beauty products in this country for, good Lord, over 20 some years. And yes, we brought some really amazing innovation, things that are game changers, allow people to do their hair at home really easy. But this is the first time that I'm able to say that I have in my palm, literally the palm of my hand, a blow dryer that puts out 92,000 RPM when it's on high. And check this out. It weighs 8.2 ounces. 8.2.
That's insane. I mean,
vacuum cleaners came out with a really cool blow dryer. They're made in China. And, yes, it was really cool for our industry. I never got on the bandwagon, but I understand the technology of having brushless motor. So let's talk about a brushless motor real quick. How do you think this bad boy turns on at 92,000 RPM? Watch what happens when I pick this little itty bitty baseball looking dryer up. That is like 1,000 times more powerful than a hotel blow dryer. Watch this. 2 fingers.
Wait till you see
grab
this.
It, pick it up.
Wow.
Do you hear that power? You hear that power? That turns off automatically when you put it down. 92,000 RPMs. Now, look at the size of this diffuser. It's bigger than the whole setup. This is amazing for getting those curls that everybody struggles to get. It comes with a root diffuser. This is for someone who just wants to get into their root, move it around before you round brush. It gives you that volume. And it has 2 concentrators. It also has an attachment for those that can't get used to feeling that ball, but I want to show you how this works. Are you ready? Watch this. I already have it saved on my favorite setting. Been doing hair forever, so I like power, I like speed, I like finish. I believe that if you get into your hair with as much heat and as much power in a short amount of time, it equals less damage and the style that you've always wanted. So watch what happens when I pick up 8.2 ounces of the most powerful blow dryer our industry has ever seen. 2 fingers, pick it up. 92,000 RPM. Pat head all day. I'm able to take my round brush and literally.
Now tell me, you got to be wild about that. That is just insane.
Look at that. Whoa. Insane. This is Gama. Gama is made in Italy. This is not a blow dryer made in China. This is going to be launched at the end of November. When I tell you it's a game changer, it's a game changer. So what I'm going to do is, you saw that when I put it on the base, it automatically turns on. I'm going to hit the switch to not recognize the base because I want to show you some of the features of the sphere, the Gama Sphere, IQ Sphere. When you want to change the filter, blow dryers in this country always go bad because people forget to clean the blow dryer. This is magnetic. It comes right off, and there is a paper filter like a coffee filter. You get 200 throwaway paper filters. So there's no more trying to clean it or worrying if your filter's clean. When you shut this off, I want you to listen to this sound. It has a feature that you'll hear the brushless motor wind down, and it actually takes some of that air and blows it out the back to clean the motor. So watch this. You hear it on. Massive power. You turn it off. You heard that wind down? That was shooting a little bit of air out of the back to clean that. This is a game changer. When I tell you, when this comes out, they're going to sell out really quick. I've been selling hair products for 20 years.
Yep. He's right. I know your next question is, how soon is this going to be shipped? I just heard today from our buyer that handles all of this. He said it's going to be about another 10 days. All I can tell you is, the reaction that people have had on this has just been off the charts. This I know is going to sell out quick because it is just too insanely revolutionary. This is from the Behind the Chair show 2025. This is their reaction to seeing this thing.
Oh my God.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you're excited about this as much as I am, you need to contact me if you're one of my customers in my area. And if you're watching this and you know who I am, then you're probably my customer. You'd probably need to contact me and put in a pre-order. It's going to retail for almost $400. So it's not a cheap dryer, but people are already wanting this thing. I already have a customer that she saw a little video about it, and she said, I want it. I want to be the first one to get it. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking orders on it, because I already know, considering that the Uniq Multistyler sold out in a couple of weeks and we sold several hundred of them, this new one is going to be in short supply. We're going to buy only so many in the very beginning because we're probably going to be limited as to how many we can get each time. And I just know that once all the other reps see this, it's going to be all over the place. So people are going to be buying them up, and because again, people out there are looking for new and exciting, innovative new technology, especially when it comes to doing their hair. And when you can have a little dryer that fits in the palm of your hand. I mean, when they said it's the size of a tennis ball, I didn't believe it at first. But yeah, it's the size of a tennis ball. You can see what it has. It's got the turbo mode feature, 92,000 RPM for ultra fast drying. That's a very, very fast turning motor for such a small little device. And you can see what it looks like. This is, of course, enlarged, but that's the filter that he was talking about. So, the problem with the previous dryers in the past, when they first came out, people weren't cleaning the filters. They weren't even using the reverse clean feature. And, when these dryers get just a little bit of buildup on the filters, they have like an automatic shutdown feature to protect the device. In the past, people, because they weren't cleaning them, we were having all kinds of problems when people would call and say, hey, my dryer shut off. Well, 9 times out of 10, it was because they didn't even bother to clean the filter or replace the filter. So the previous IQ3 dryer came with free filters, that you could actually, replace, as time went on. But you only got like, 6 to 9 of them or something like that. This is like a pack of 250 or some, I forget how many are actually in there, but they're like little cough filters. So they're easy to replace. You just pop that back off and put put that on there, you're good to go. It's got the turbo venturi technology, which amplifies the flow and gives you more blow power with less energy expended. So that's why it's able to do so much in such a small little device. It also has Oxy-Active emission, which protects hair color and enhances the shine. It's a digital motor, so you got more power, more control, superior performance, a larger, more powerful motor in a small, compact device. E-System C, which is gives you constant power, smarter performance, and greater energy efficiency with Gama's exclusive E-System C technology. It also blocks dirt and captures fine particles to maintain power. Gives you optimal performance. It helps the dryer last even longer. So it's important that you make sure you follow the directions when it comes to that part. You got 4 temperatures, 3 speeds, and a cool shot. You also get a long cord. It gives you almost a 10-foot cord. As you can see, they're doing a comparison to the size of this. Okay, so here's the sphere. This is, I guess, how they pronounce it. It's called a sphere. Here's a tennis ball, baseball, apple, and a Christmas ornament. You can see the size of it compared to these other items. It's just amazing how small it is. And, the thing about Gama is they are a very innovative company. And, the thing that really got my attention was when he said that it's made in Italy. I think that's the game changer right there, because just about everything else has been made in China. And the problem with that is you just can't keep quality standards like you can if you design it in Italy and you actually manufacture it in Italy. The Italians are known for their fashion, clothing, their design, and now they're and also in years past they were also known for their blow dryers, and now Gama's is at the forefront of the top dryers in the world. As you can see, you get everything you need with this dryer. So all of these attachments are what actually come in the current IQ3 dryer box. So this star nozzle is not brand new to this. We've had this in the IQ3, but I think most people didn't even know how to use it. And Martin actually explained it quite well. That you do it right at the scalp, and it actually helps create the volume. And then you got your 2 concentrator nozzles, and you may not have seen it. I think he showed it later in the video that the nozzle is really, really wide. And people love a wide nozzle, especially when you're using a round brush. You want that nozzle to extend along the whole barrel of the brush, so you can dry as much as you can in the largest area possible with that. And some of the most famous or well-known hairdressers, they say that that's everything. They buy this dryer for that nozzle alone. And then you got a nice diffuser. But the cool thing is, and this is where it kind of is new with this tool compared to the previous ones, we didn't really have a stand or anything that came with it. And the fact that this thing, when you lift it off the stand, it turns on by itself. The IQ3, if you have one of those, you know that it has its smart pad. So when you lift it off the pad, it does the same thing. It turns on, put it back down, turns off. This is totally different for this new device. And so you have your smart holder and handle, and then, it's 100 fabric filters. So you get 100 filters with this tool. They're even taking pre-orders now for this, but the price of it, I think, is like on their site is like $3.99. I saw it somewhere. I'm not even sure where it was, but $3.99 for this. We're going to have it for, available for our hairdressers at a better price. So again, if you're interested in this, please contact me. This is going to be an amazing, fun thing that we're going to have. And I just pray that we actually get them in time. That's my biggest worry is that, and this happened another year when one of the new dryers came. I can't remember if it was the IQ3 or the one before that, but we were itching to get these dryers in, and they kind of came a little late. And I hope it doesn't happen with this one. You never know with customs how it could put things behind, or maybe they have manufacturing issues. But the last word I got, which was today, is that it's going to be about 10 days before we get it. So I want to take pre-orders. Now, a pre-order means I'm not charging your card. I'm not really doing anything other than taking your order down on my phone. And then when they come in, or when we get the word that we can put the orders in, I'm putting the orders in, because we're going to have all our other reps doing the same thing, I would imagine. And you know, when you have over 60 reps and they're all trying to put in their orders, 200 or 300 go quick. So I want to make sure that my customers don't miss out on getting their order in. We actually supply a 1-year in-house manufacturer's warranty against manufacturer defects for, you know, a full year. And there's no registration or anything. You don't have to do anything, but we keep track of that. So, and that doesn't mean if you're really careless and, you know, you just are very hard on the tool. There's very few times where we did not take care of the customer, but you just want to make sure that you get your orders in to me as soon as you can. Thanks for watching. If you watch this, and can't wait to sell my first one. I can't wait to get one. In fact, I think I'm going to be one of the first reps to have one of these. And as soon as I get it, I'll be making my own, you know, review on, you know, unboxing the whole 9 yards. Thanks for watching. Take care.